this past week was the 1 year anniversary of the death of my grandmother. And of course, all those emotions started coming up. I'm going to be honest, a lot of anger, resentment for some people in my family. And I know that that's normal. And I know that it's, at some point, it could be healthy for us. And I do feel that it lights me up and it fuels me to build a good family. And that's everything that I'm focused on. I mean, I want to. I made a post on Carreon Dynamic, and that caption was, "I wanted to rectify the family curses and fortify the family blessings." And when we bring up family, and I talk about family, or I post about family, I know that people take it differently. People have a different perception of family. Some people don't have family. I was blessed to have a good family growing up. I've had an amazing family. My grandmother, who was a matriarch in our lives, took good care of us. She did everything she could to to keep us united, to make sure we were never divided. And I'm so blessed. I have nothing to complain about in my past. That doesn't mean that there weren't issues, that there weren't things where I experienced trauma, and not as severe as what people think trauma needs to be. Trauma, just in a sense of moments in my life that have altered the rest of my life from that point. So I had this thing. I mean, maybe I don't know if anybody's watched the movie Encanto, but Amela watches it like like twice a day. It got up to like twice a day at some point. When you watch movies like that and they talk about family, they talk about family miracles and blessings, and then the family curses, generational curses that are passed on. I think, that kind of helped me understand more about what I need to do, what I want to do for my family, and not to break family curses. I don't think you can break them. I think you can stop cycles and you can rectify, you can make things right. But it's not actively to go back in the past and rectify it by talking to someone that wronged you. Some things I believe is for me to swallow and digest and make sure it stops with me, right? And when we experience things like that, or whatever you call a generational curse or a family curse, it's not that someone actively did something to you. A family generational curse could be a family member missing something and wanting something good for you, for your kids, for your grandchildren, and maybe going too far to make sure that they accomplish that. When a parent is overprotective, overbearing, that's out of the goodness of their heart, and they have no intention to coddle you, because over coddling somebody, it debilitates you in the future when you have to rise on your own. And I think that's something is very common nowadays with families, where we love our family members so much that we overprotect them, that we don't allow them to get hurt. We prevent hurt at all costs, prevent pain. That's out of love. But when I have to come face to face with problems in life and issues in life, and I don't know how to rise, that becomes a bigger problem. And that starts and continues the cycle. Now that I have to rise and I don't know how, that frustration in me can trickle down to my wife, to my kids, and to the next generation after me. So it was never anybody in your family's intention to continue or to create a family curse. But what's dangerous is that we don't know and we're not aware that this is actually happening in our lives. So when it comes to family, what I hope is that we don't have this immediate reaction of anger, resentment, or bringing you back to a traumatic experience. What we have to do is process through it, and from that point on, we're able to continue, right? Continue healthier and stronger, grow from it, and at that point, give the life to your children that you believe is the best that you could do. Whatever you could do for your children, do your best right? And I think that every generation has always been that way. But we're always going to operate to the level that we limit ourselves to the limits of our understanding in life. My perception of life will always limit me if I don't think past it, if I don't think beyond me, and it's always about me, and I want to do this, I want to accomplish this. It might be a little too selfish, right? The goal is to be selfless, especially for the ones that you impact the most. And I believe that that's your family, your immediate family, your home, your children. And I made a few posts that like really challenged me. This has kind of been what's weighing on my heart a lot, is that we're losing a sense of purpose. We're losing a sense of relationship and family. I am a sole believer that the family can be the solution, only if a family is resolute, if it's a family with resolve, that lives with purpose, that lives with determination to be great, to spread love, to continue love in this world.
Happy lies the crown.